we've got Soliola coming in, big boy, isn't he?
He's a good player, a big player, and very skillful, and got some good hit in him. And you know, he's going to be a good versatile player for us to be able to play in the back row and the centres. You know, he'll play wherever you want him to, and looking forward to him arriving and in the not too distant future.
And obviously we've got back on board Fozzard, who I think he's played his best rugby here at St.Helens in his spell before, obviously 5 or 6 seasons. We've got him back on board. Obviously he'll be a big asset. Forwards, we was a bit late with the forwards last season in 2009 with the injury to Murray, Careless, and the big boys to replace, aren't they?
That's right, and you need size, and you know, we had Jason Careless barely played last year, and Murray broke his arm. He was out for 12 weeks, so we needed someone else to come in because Jason was going to go back to Australia, and we needed a backup, and that way we can use Tony Pulatua, you know, on the fringe, and as well as being able to float around the middle. So Fozzard's a good professional. He knows what he's good at. He's under no illusions on what his job is, and that's to get us forward and to win the ruck, and you know, he'll do a good job for us.
Yeah, and we've got Scott Moore back here now. Obviously he's been away for a couple of seasons on loan, and he'll obviously be an asset. And you've got some youngsters coming through again. You're not frightened of letting these youngsters and giving them the head and letting them have a go, because I mean they're going to be the lifeblood of St Helens, aren't they, for the future?
We have to, just with the way the cap works, and no one wants to take a pay cut. Everyone wants a pay increase all the time, as far as the players are concerned, and at some stage they have to move off the rung at the top, and as Sean and probably Lee have done, and Jason Careless has gone back to Oz, and people get upgraded, and we need these young players to come through, and some of them will come through and play a lot, and some of them will come through and play a little bit, and we'll give them an opportunity, and you know, as they get more experience they'll get better, and as they get stronger they'll get better, and you know, it might be a year or two till we see the full benefits of that, and we just keep giving them a go every now and again, and you know, again, depending on your injuries is depending on how much of a go you need to give them, and sometimes they surprise you. Sometimes they really go really well and hold their gloves up for a long period, and I think Matty Ashurst probably was that player last year. Had to play, I think, finish up playing 20 games. It probably wasn't ideal that he played 20 games, but he had to do it, and he done it really well, and it just shows if a player has to do it, he'll rise to the occasion.
Get up close and personal with a fantastic day out at Knowsley Safari Park. Our family tickets are great value too. And you don't have to risk it in the monkey jungle with our car-friendly bypass that lets you see all the antics. There's a really wild day out waiting for you at Knowsley Safari Park, exit 2 off the M57. Bring your little monkeys to see ours.
What would you like to see for the 2010 season?
Well, for the 2010 season, you want to win every single game, and that's the approach you have. Not that you focus on winning every single game, but that's ultimately the goal, and you want to finish in the top 8, and you goes into the new competition. Once you hit the semi-finals, you want to win the Challenge Cup, but every game's it's either a real positive or it's a real negative, and because you're either in or you're out, and the attitude of doing everything right all the time, and everyone being accountable for their job, and then for me to be accountable for the team. So I'm looking forward to winning every game.